Hey guys, Jim here with another video for you. This is volume 2 of Why Are These Films Not Available on Blu-ray? But before we begin, if you like this video, please consider giving me a thumbs up, a possible subscribe, but most importantly, leave comments below. Let me know how you feel about these movies. Let me know about certain movies that you want to see out on Blu-ray soon. Now, I did a video along these lines about a month ago, and it was focusing on Touchstone Pictures. And anybody who doesn't know, Touchstone Pictures is owned by Disney, and they are notorious for not releasing their movies on video. Supposedly, they have licensed out their physical content from this point on to Sony, and hopefully Sony will open up those vaults and start releasing some of those films. But in this particular video, there is a Touchstone title, but the rest of them are just assorted. And again, I just want to know why these movies aren't available on Blu-ray. So these are in alphabetical order. The first one is The Gift. As you can see, all-star cast: Cate Blanchett, Keanu Reeves, Greg Kinnear, Hilary Swank, among others. This was directed by Sam Raimi, who is an extremely successful director. And this movie got great reviews. It wasn't a huge hit back in 2000, but again, never been released on Blu-ray. As a matter of fact, I was looking for another title from Sam Raimi to put in this video, and for the life of me, I can't find it now. A Simple Plan, with Bill Paxton, Billy Bob Thornton, and Bridget Fonda, among others. Again, released by Paramount, has a DVD release, never got a Blu-ray. And both of those movies are fantastic, especially A Simple Plan. But why is this not available? Then we have Nothing to Lose. Now, this one is a Touchstone title, starring Martin Lawrence and Tim Robbins, and Kelly Preston's in this. And again, this movie was a pretty big hit when it came out. And when it was released on video, it was a big hit. Never got a Blu-ray release. And again, I know certain Touchstone titles have been released on Kino and other mediums. Again, with Martin Lawrence's resurgence with the Bad Boys films, this would be the perfect opportunity to re-release this film on Blu-ray, because it is. It's a hysterically funny movie. This one, for the life of me, I have no reason why it's never been released on Blu-ray. Panic Room, with Jodie Foster, Forrest Whitaker, Jared Leto, and Kristen Stewart in her big screen debut, as far as I know. But most importantly, this one was directed by David Fincher. And it's from Columbia, which Sony owns. This movie was a critical hit. It was a financial hit. And David Fincher is one of the most respected and successful directors from the last 20 years. Not to mention Jodie Foster, who has won a couple of Academy Awards and is, even in the worst films, always critically acclaimed, with the possible exception of Elysium, because I'm sorry, she's horrible in that movie, but she's terrific in this. And this is a really, really solid film. Again, where's the Blu-ray? This movie's not even available on DVD anymore, and this movie's been more or less canceled for the last almost 40 years. Soul Man, with C. Thomas Howell, Ari Gross, Ray Don Chon, James Earl Jones, and the incredible Leslie Nielsen. And this one was directed by Steve Miner. As you can see, this is from New World Pictures. Unfortunately, this DVD is a bootleg from China. It looks like it was sourced from a VHS copy. Now, again, because of the subject matter of this movie, I kind of understand why this movie's not around anymore. But again, how come it's okay for Robert Downey Jr. to wear blackface, or Dan Aykroyd to wear blackface in Trading Places? Those movies are beloved. This movie was one of the biggest hits from that year. I remember I worked at the theater when this movie came out, and we had this movie for weeks. It was huge. Is it a great movie? Hell no. It wasn't a great movie then. But it certainly deserves better than to be completely forgotten. And again, Kino, or even better, Vinegar Syndrome with their new line, non-horror genre related line. This movie would be perfect for them. I mean, they just released Little Darlings, which is about 15-year-old girls at a summer camp betting on who's going to lose their virginity first. You trying to tell me that that movie is any more offensive than this one? Again, I'm not defending Soul Man as like a great work of art, but it deserves a Blu-ray. I saved this one for last, and it is the last alphabetically, but this is the one out of these 5 films that I really wish had a Blu-ray. Strange Days, starring Ralph Fiennes, Angela Bassett, Tom Sizemore, Juliette Lewis. This one was directed by Catherine Bigelow, and it was written by James Cameron. Okay? And it was released by Fox. Again, this movie was not a big hit financially, but it was extremely well reviewed. And quite honestly, with the exception of Near Dark, this is my favorite Catherine Bigelow film. I love this movie. It's awesome. Of course, it's dated now. I mean, this takes place on New Year's Eve 1999. Okay, this movie came out in the late 90s. But my God, this movie deserves better. And not only is it not on Blu-ray, this DVD is long out of print. And this movie's kind of been forgotten. I'm going to include this one on another one of my forgotten film series somewhere down the road. But Strange Days is a great film that definitely deserves better than an out-of-print DVD. I was lucky to find this at the Goodwill store recently, believe it or not. Shocked when I saw it. I immediately grabbed it. And I've watched it twice since. I love this movie. So that's it for this edition of Why Are These Movies Not Available on Blu-ray? Let me know how you feel about these films, really. I'm sure I'm going to probably get some comments about Soul Man. But again, I'm not a politically correct guy. And most people that bitch about that film, if they even realize it exists, they bitch about it without actually seeing it. Watch the movie, then you can bitch all you want. But until the next time, I hope everybody's doing great. Happy 4th of July to all of my fellow Americans who are watching this today. And we'll see you on the next one.